To try and show us that hot hatchbacks are safer than our cars, the producers asked the Stig to get into a Citroën AX GT, which would then be dragged by a special cable into the side of a lorry at 50 miles an hour.
Well, we'll see. Didn't do well at all, did it? Well, there it is. That's the benchmark. And that's a fail, isn't it?
That's a fail, yeah.
We then decided that because we're a team, only one of us needed to actually do this test.
Should I wear a crash helmet?
Oh, if anything goes wrong here, a crash helmet will make no difference, mate.
It'll make it easier to find his head
Yeah,
afterwards.
get the bits together in one place.
This is the safest thing anyone has ever done. Look at the inertia reel seatbelt you get in a Jensen. Could you just make that go a bit further in the back?
I don't want you ever to say that to me again.
You see, how cheerful am I about what I'm about to do?
Yeah.
Seatbelt is on. Good, strong, dependable seatbelt. Oh, I'm off. Bye. And actually, I mean by... Oh, I better concentrate because I'm going into the lorry. Brace! Brace, mate! How safe is this car?
That's a pass.
That is a pass.
That's a pass.
Thank God he wasn't in that little Citroën.
Having proved, as a team, that our cars are safer than hot hatches, we continued onwards, and soon we were in a very special place.
This is where Richard Hammond was actually born.
This is a beautiful town, Richard. You're very lucky to have been born here, Hammond.
Am I ever? Fond memories.
Tasmania, complete home furnishings. That's where the Queen buys all her furniture.
Happy communities. Man cleaning windows. Or was he breaking in? No, he's cleaning. Yeah.
Sadly, my trip down memory lane was interrupted by the producers, who said we must go to a petrol station where they would test our car's waterproofness.
Shakespeare country, this.
I know, I noticed Shakespeare's estate agents,
Yeah,
actually.
very much.
I presume we're having to do the test of the waterproofing of the cars in a car wash because it so rarely rains in Britain. I
Yeah, when would it happen? So we need to do that, yeah. OK.
What is that?
Nothing. Nothing. It's, I've parked over an oil spill.
Can I just check that?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you've parked over a bit of hanging off bodywork as well.
To try and stop the producers endlessly filming the boring oil spill, James started the test.
Do your worst.
No, a lot of people do like to turn up and watch cars being washed around Solihull and Shirley.
Edit that out.
The TVR passed with flying colours.
Death Valley.
And so did the Jensen.
Nuclear submarines have more leaks than this does.
So then I lined up the Lotus.
There is a bit coming in, I'll be honest. Yeah, some.
Let's have a look.
I'll be staggered if he's dry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I spilt my drink.
Oh,
Just as it
not
started.
again. Was it just water?
Yeah, just water and a bit of soap.
To then prove, again, to the producers why hot hatchbacks were so poor, we asked the Stig to take a Ford Escort XR3i through the same car wash.
Stig ever been to a car wash before?
No, it'll be a whole new experience for him. So what do you think?
Well, it's got a solid roof.
What is that coming out of the sky now?
No, it's a bit of overspray from the car wash.
Yeah.
He's coming now, gentlemen. Here he comes now.
Oh, it's not gone well.
Oh my God. Actually, now I come to think of it, this is the main reason I didn't buy an XR3.
I lost a couple of friends like this, actually.
And it's one of the reasons the insurance premiums were so high. It's because of this leaking issue.
Buoyed by yet another victory, we rolled on up our equivalent of Highway 1 towards Blackpool.
Good God, now this is something, if you're watching this abroad, it's something I've never seen before. Roadworks on a British motorway, that is unusual.
But then we were made to turn off Highway 1.
I don't know why the producers have made us come through Stoke rather than round it, but I'm mighty glad they did. We three can count ourselves amongst the 4 million tourists visiting Stoke every year. Okay. Car's beginning to smell like I need a picnic again.
What do you fancy? Oil? Sorry, biscuits?
No, I'm fine.
One of the more popular places in England is for a picnic. The reason is, that house there, you see the lilac one, 4 along, can you see that? Robbie Williams lives there.
You admired it for long enough?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's a good idea when you stop to check your engine's still there anyway. You may as well.
Just, having a look. That's nice. Lovely. Better for seeing that.
Have you had your picnic?
I've had a lovely picnic and I'm absolutely full again.
Would you be needing a picnic again?
Like another hour or so and I want perhaps a quick picnic before Blackpool. Just a little one.
Blackpool was now just 15 miles away, but the producers, infuriated by our good progress, ordered us to pull over at a garden centre for yet another challenge.
One of the main reasons people switched from British sports cars to European hot hatchbacks, apart from reliability, price, comfort, speed and handling, I don't think so, as we've proved, is practicality. To prove this point, you will load up a Golf GTI with items from the garden centre, and then you'll see how much you can get in your cars.
This is a Mark I GTI, the first of the breed that killed the British sports car. So, let's see what we can get into that boot.
Whoa, careful.
I shall open the boot.
So we'll just... Oh, you need to take the
parcel shelf down here, hang on. There it is.
There you go.
Lovely.
There we are. No.
No.
Yeah, you see.
If you can't get a rose arch in a Golf GTI...
What can you get in it?
Exactly.
After a quick shop, we hit the road and made our point.
Here's the thing, if you'd gone to the garden centre with a hot hatchback, the biggest thing you could have brought home is a pansy. I'm going home with a bamboo and a conifer.
TVR, a car that came out of a shed, now underneath one.
Ew, this is awkward. The bottom is quite close to my face.
There was, however, a serious point to be made here.
We were all rather dazzled by the XR3i and the Golf GTI and so on, but really, it was a bit of a fad. Nobody these days is saying, oh, I'd love an old XR3. But a Jensen Healey, a Lotus, a TVR, yes.
As we neared journey's end, Richard became a bit emotional.
I think driving to a British seaside resort, Blackpool, in a funny little British sports car with a naked lady statue and a giant urn on the seat next to me is, above all else, fun. And for all our serious side, the British have always been rather good at fun. But the whole experience is tinged at all times with the knowledge that we're doing something that's ended.
And finally we end with James's TVR coming home.
This is the home in question, the factory where it was made.
This one I remember.
I remember this. Because they made them everywhere, didn't they? They were in that one, and that one, and this one, and this one.
It was busy.
It was, and everything got moved about. It wasn't efficient.
No, but busy, and they made stuff.
Oh, my God, look at that.
Ooh, I remember those.
Are they what, Tamsin?
No, the Tamsins, and then there's the grey one was a 3 litre. That was the Tamar.
Because it wasn't a little burst, was it? It's not like they gave it a go for a while. It was a few decades.
1947, TBR started, I think. Same as Land Rover.
That's actually a part of the manufacturing process there, dumped on the floor. There's a huge amount of work went into making that.
There's nothing quieter than a no longer functioning factory, is there? It's a particularly noticeable quiet.
I hate it. My car was in here once, though.
Yeah?
Going through here, being built.
Brand new.
And it was all new, and somebody was very excited about it somewhere. My TVR is coming next week. It's an S2.
Yeah.
What have you found? Some more knobby work?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll lean on that bit. Oh, that's really sad.
Let me just see what the word was. Yeah, I thought so.
It was horrible to walk round this industrial wilderness. There were so many memories, so many thoughts of what might have been,